welcome to another video. Today we're back with another Among Us style coloring. I was looking at that picture that I drew of Kira last week and I was like, she looks so cute there. I should draw Nick also. Looking back at her, also blushing, I thought it would be cute. And so this is a drawing of Nick, the second half of my Mafia couple OCs. And I just wanted to draw him looking cute right back at her. And so this drawing did not take me very long. It actually took me less time than the other one did. The last one took me about an hour and 20 minutes. This one only took me like 54 minutes. So getting a little bit faster, trying to color in this style, you guys. Also, I think mostly the coloring was not what went faster. The sketch went faster because initially I started off the sketch and it was supposed to be like my messy thumbnail sketch that I typically do before I start the more final sketch. And then I was like doing it and I was like, let's just use the sketch. The sketch came out pretty good, so I'm just going to use that sketch. And so cutting out that middle sketch that I typically do after I do like the rough sketch, then I go into with the more detailed sketch. Skipping that sketch actually saved me quite a bit of time. And also I think it turned out pretty cute. I'm not entirely sure if I am super, set on this design. I feel like it's not the design that I don't like. I just feel like maybe I didn't like the way that I colored it too much. His hair, I feel like is mostly the sticking point for me. Also, I think I drew him a little bit too small. I feel like Kira took up a lot more space on the page, which makes sense, right? She's like taller. She's like bigger than him. He's like five, what? How tall is he? Like 5'10", 5'9", and she's supposed to be like 6'2". So she is bigger than he is, but I feel like this is just a little bit too much. Also, I feel like he looks a little bit younger than she does, which is not accurate. They're the same age. They're both 28 years old. And so I feel like I have to work on that just a little bit. But I think also partially what it is that he's got like that wide-eyed look. She has like a much more closed expression. Like her eyes are a little bit more closed all the time. And so having him with the more wider, rounder eyes is going to make him look younger. That's just how it is. And also I drew the irises for his eyes much bigger than I probably should have. I feel like if I drew them any smaller though, it was going to make him look more like shocked than, I mean, he is a little bit shocked because it's supposed to be like a sort of dazed expression, like, you know how they do in anime where you're like, the guy sees the girl and she's like doing something cute and he's just hit with that blush and like the background turns like white and has like those little sparkles and the redness like comes in on his face. That's what the sort of vibe is supposed to be here. And so the wide-eyed look makes sense, and I added a lot more sparkles to his eyes than her eyes just because he was supposed to have like more of a little bit of like a dazed expression, like a loving expression than she is, just in general. And so I felt like, but his eyes needed to be wide, but I feel like I was like, his eyes are just a little bit too big, I think is the issue. So I had to figure that out a little bit more. That's probably the only thing that I didn't really super dig about this sketch is his eyes were pretty big and then I kept them pretty big. Don't know how to fix that, but I'm going to work on it for the next time I draw him. I do actually plan on drawing them a lot more. I feel like I do draw them like a significant amount currently. I feel like if you've been on my channel for a while, they're like probably some of my main OCs, but I do plan on drawing them more because I am currently working through a very rough draft. Well, not really even a rough draft, a really rough outline of what I want their story to be. I've been using the snowflake method, and so I'm on like step 4, and so I've come up with like a 1-page summary of what I want their story to be about, and so I am working towards that every day. I have about 10 pages of notes. Okay, I said I was working on it every day, but I did skip the weekend. I was just like, the weekend is for me, right? And it's like I'm considering this like sort of kind of work, but I'm trying to get to it a little bit more because I've only been working on it for like 1 hour a day. I would like to up that a little bit more, and so it's kind of going to be like my weekends are for my art stuff, and then the weekdays I want to be sort of more towards my writing stuff. Not because I don't like my art stuff. I am going to still be drawing every day, but when I mean like recording videos for you guys, I'm hoping for that to be more of the weekend stuff, which it already currently is, but still I'm just trying to keep that sort of thing. And then I want for my focus during the week to be sort of kind of after I do like my normal like fun drawing stuff, I wanted to move towards my fun writing stuff just because I do really enjoy writing, just by doing this process, like even writing a 1-page outline of what I want the story to be like. I'm like, this is so much fun. I like writing so much, and writing will always sort of kind of be my first love creatively, and so just getting back into it has made me feel like super happy. Don't worry, I'm not going to stop drawing because if writing is my first love, drawing is my second love. I love them both. We're like a little nice relationship, the three of us, but it's just that the writing kind of has to come before the drawing, especially in my mind. I have trouble like coming up with writing at the same time I'm drawing. Like I draw like the scene first, and then I have to come up with the dialogue after, and it feels so backwards to me because I draw it and I'm like, the dialogue does not fit what this drawing looks like. So instead I have to write the dialogue to fit what I want the drawing to be, and I feel like that will help me a little bit. So if I ever make any videos about just spitballing ideas for these guys, don't take any of them as like canon or anything. I'm really just going to be using this sort of kind of like as a brainstorming space. Hopefully you'll see more drawings of them and you will not get sick of these two characters, Kira and Nick. But I am working towards like maybe a little web comic about them. You guys can let me know if you would be interested in reading it. I mean, I've dropped like hints and stuff about what the story would be about, but nothing comprehensive. So maybe next week I'll work on something a little bit more comprehensive, talking about the two of them and what I want their story to be about. Like I said, I already have a 1-page summary, so maybe I could pitch it to you guys and see if you like it. Anyway, that's pretty much the end of the video, you guys. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I will go ahead and see you in the next one. Bye.